You ever forget your own birthday but remember every detail of your third grade teacher's hairstyle? Welcome to the club. My brain, dumpster fire. Also my brain, unreasonably talented in some very random areas. This one is for the gifted disasters, the last-minute legends, and the people who don't know what day it is, but can tell you what trauma response someone's operating from. Everybody talks about ADHD like it's this full-time job of failing. You know, like we're just out here losing our keys and our dignity 24/7. But I don't know, like I'm kind of a genius. Not in a please hire me kind of way, but more like a please let me organize your emergency evacuation plan while I'm eating extra toasty Cheez-Its kind of way. Yes, I forget why I walked into the kitchen, but I will absolutely remember that weird comment that you made in 2011, and it told me everything I needed to know about your attachment style. People really don't understand what ADHD brilliance actually looks like. They think it's productivity hacks or being really good at a puzzle. But no, the brilliance is chaos coded. It's weird, it's niche, and it doesn't always announce itself. I don't mean I'm quirky and creative. I mean, I can go into a high pressure moment with no plan and still walk out with a fully functioning workaround. It saves 5 people from a meltdown and then get to my car and cry because I forgot to eat breakfast. I once planned a crisis comm strategy for a business that I didn't even work at just because someone mentioned that they were stressed in a group chat. Did I submit my own paperwork that week? No, I did not. But I did solve their entire quarterly rollout, complete with backup plans A through F. Why? Because my brain loves a problem that isn't mine. And the kicker is, nobody expects it because it doesn't look like competence. It doesn't come with matching folders or tidy slides or a calm and steady voice. It shows up in bursts, wrapped in sarcasm and duct tape, but also with a little last-minute brilliance. And a lot of the time, nobody even sees it because it doesn't wear khakis and never says circle back. You don't see the brilliance because you didn't look long enough. You just missed it because it didn't show up dressed like professionalism. But I promise you, it's there. I've had entire conversations where I know more about someone's needs than they do because I've already built the workaround in my head. I can build a business plan for someone front to back. Marketing, tone, voice, personality, even the tech stack. I will think of every question their clients might have, every pivot the business might need to make, every branding mismatch before it happens. But ask me to set up their QuickBooks or track a return on investment and my brain just exits the building. Numbers are a foreign language. Spreadsheets are a cult. You know, I literally cannot see them. And it used to make me feel broken. Like, how could I be so smart and still feel so dumb? But I'm not dumb, man. Like, I'm just different. And I'm good. Like, I'm really good. You just don't see it on a resume because the world doesn't measure talent in unhinged superpowers. And everybody else just listens to them. These things happen to me so often that I don't even know how to pick one. My whole life is just one long reel of accidental brilliance with a side of like near meltdowns and last-minute saves. Once I had 4 people coming over, nothing big, and somehow turned it into a full-themed event with music, decorations, coordinated snacks, like in a mood. And no one asked for it. I didn't plan it. It just happened. And they all said, damn, I wish I'd known. Well, hell, me too. I didn't even know until I looked around and realized I'd accidentally created an ambiance. That's what it's like inside my head. Everything's a mess until suddenly it's magic. I've saved entire group projects that I forgot to show up for. I've walked into a professional meeting with 0 prep and somehow known more about the client's needs than the actual team. I've pulled birthday parties out of thin air because I forgot the date. The end result, Looked like it was sponsored by Pinterest and Martha Stewart. So yeah, it's messy, but it's not broken. It's not broken. You know what's wild? We spend so much time beating ourselves up for what we can't do, we forget we're literally keeping entire ecosystems running. In chaos, sure, but they're running. Your brain might not do consistent, but it does creative problem solving under pressure like nobody's business. You might procrastinate everything, but when the last minute fire drill hits, baby, you're Beyonce with a clipboard. People call us forgetful. I call it selective prioritization with like a flair of improv. And in a world that runs on automated job descriptions that are completely ignored by the algorithm, we're just begging for a chance. We bring magic. We just might not be able to lift 40 pounds like the posting says. ADHD is hard. Yes. But can we stop acting like we're just out here failing 100% of the time? Some of us are functioning like rogue geniuses with a Wi-Fi glitch. We don't brag about it. So if you can relate to any of this, you're not a hot mess. You're a high-functioning, high-speed, emotionally intuitive, human Swiss Army knife who just happens to melt down here and there over little things. Quite honestly, same. So like and share and subscribe. Hit that little bell so you know about the next video. And tell me in the comments, what's your ADHD superpower? What makes you magic?